Okay, folks, what I'm going to do here is start a new project, and this new project is going to be one that shows you how to use a FreeRTOS project. So I'm going to try to get this as good as possible here. First thing I need to do is find the part. STM32L476RG. 32L STM32L4676, and it's the T6 part. This is my part right here. I'm going to click on it, all is good, and I'm going to say start project. So this is good. What I need to do is do a couple of things in a couple of these menus, not a whole lot, but this is the pinout view on this thing. And what I really want to do here is select this PA5. PA5 is connected to the green LED, so I'm going to configure that as output. That's good. I'm going to go ahead and come up here and configure the clock. It's the high-speed clock. I want to run at maximum speed. So this is going to be 80 megahertz, and you can see if I did everything right, it comes up as 80 megahertz. Okay, let me shrink this down a little bit. Okay, looking good on that thing. Expand it a little bit. Okay, there's clock. Come back to this. What I need to come over here is system core, and under system, I need to change the time-based source from the sys-tick, which is this is the system clock. I'm going to change it to timer 6. Okay, that's good. Okay, you got the clock configuration, GPIO. Not really doing anything. It interrupts, and it's pretty much ready to go. So the next thing I want to do is the middleware and software pack. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that, and I'm going to select FreeRTOS. Now, when I do this, it's going to, what's moving towards including everything about the FreeRTOS as part of the build. Now, there's some abstracted functions in this thing that you don't have to use, but I'm going to choose to use them. They actually come in handy sometimes. Okay, these are all the configuration parameters. Yeah, we'll run across a lot of these when we start getting into it. I mean, there's settings here that, essentially what it means if you're using something, you set it. If you're not using something, you don't set it, and it makes your overall footprint smaller. Okay, so we don't really need to do anything config parameters. Advanced settings, we do want to choose this enabled for the new lab reentrant. And I'm not sure exactly why, other than the fact that Ryan told me I need to do this. It actually comes, if you don't set this, it comes up as an option that you a warning that you step through anyway. The important thing here is when I'm going to come up here to task and queues, and we're not going to do anything with queues, but we are going to do something with a task. Okay, so it comes up with one task, and this is just the default task, and I'm going to go, we don't really need to change anything out of it, just for ease of practice. I'm going to double click on it. I'm going to change, not this the name, I'm just going to say, I don't know, only task. But the other thing I want to change here is the name of this. So this entry function is the name of the function that describes that defines the task. So I'm going to put blink green LED, and you're going to see this as the name of the function associated with the task. So I can say OK, and I think I got everything there, and I'm ready to generate the code for this. Okay, well, I guess I don't have everything. I got to give it a name. FreeRTOS demonstration. How's that? FreeRTOS demonstration. And I need to say how I'm going to build this thing. I'm going to do it in the cube. IDE and I'm just going to stick it on the root, so I'm just going to double click that twice. Doesn't really matter where you put it. And all looks good, and I think I'm ready to generate code on this thing. So I'm going to hit the generate code, and it's going to bring me eventually over to IDE version of this. I know from what people have told me is that these were mixed, these were together before, but now they're separate. So it looks like the code was generated and life is good on this thing, so I'm going to go ahead and open that. And let's see what it does. It looks like everything's okay. And so this is the one I want here, this FreeRTOS demonstration. And I know I want to look at the main code, so it's under core. Lots of stuff in here. I don't even pretend to know what most of it is, but I know what I need to change to do what I want, and it's in this main.c. Now, there's a couple important things in here. I want to make sure everything's in there, which it is. Okay, so these are using some of the CMSys tools or APIs or whatever, and so this is one of them. I'm essentially setting up a thread, which is kind of sort of another way to say a task, and this is just some initial data on this thing. But what you're going to see here is after you set that up, somewhere down here, it's going to actually create the task. Okay, so I'll come back to that in a second. If you step through this thing, these are the function prototypes, so the functions used in this file here. This is the system clock config, which is generated based on the selections we made in the clock configuration. This is the GPIO init. This is stuff based on that one pin we chose. And this right here is a function that actually defines the task. That it's the name of the function that defines our single task in this code here. And we did change the name of it to the blink green LED. So that's good stuff here. Anyway, coming down here, we can see what's going on here. This is the main code. Initializes the hardware abstraction layer. Initializes the clock. These are just function calls. Initializes the GPIO, and then initializes the kernel. Blah blah blah, and then it's going to create a task. And here is the CMSys version of creating a task. I know this is VTask create, but it's same thing. It does all the same stuff in this thing, but thing to notice here is there it is. That's the name of the function that defines the task. And I know I can come down here and find it, and there it is right there. So right there is my task code. Well, you can use the comments in it as well. So this is my entire task, and we'll go with that in a second. But I wanted to come back up here and look at this other thing. So essentially, it's the kernel turns on here, and once the kernel turns on, the scheduler takes over, and that's pretty much the end of the system here. Okay, what I really need to do is just modify this task code, and I'm going to make it. I'm going to find it again here. Here's the task code here. I'm going to make that bigger. Can I make it bigger? I guess I can't. Find it again. Here's the task code. Look, there's a great delay in there. I'm just going to go ahead and keep it. I could actually do a I'm going to try it. OS delay. I'm going to make it. I think this is in microseconds, so we make it 300 microseconds. And what I want to do is turn an LED on. I know where that GPIO is. It's GPIO A, which is the memory map. And what I'm looking for is you can see it here. This BSRR. I wonder if it works. Double click on it. Oh, you can't. Okay. So what I want to assign that register is essentially to turn that bit on. And I know it's the 5th bit. And anyway, that should that should turn that 5th bit on, hit a delay. And I'm going to turn that 5th bit off. And this is BS. I think it's BRR, right? BRR. Well, it'll tell me in a second. And I could use that same delay. I think I might, just for the kicks, use VTAS delay. And we'll see if that works. So VOS delay is one of the simplest functions, but it actually ends up calling VTAS delay anyway. You actually, let's see if you can find it here. Okay, so this is I put the mouse over that function, and you could see down here that this Simpsons function actually calls VTAS delay somewhere down there. So I'm just going to call it directly on this thing. And what this code is going to do is turn the LED on, block for 300 ticks, turn the LED off, block for 300 ticks. And this is going to happen over and over again. It's certainly not a continuous time task on this thing, but continuous processing task, but it should work on this thing. And I think that's it. I'm ready to go on this thing, so I'm going to give it a go. I'm gonna hit just build on this, and let's see what happens. Okay, and so I am going to get the camera ready. And oh yeah, all good. And I gotta save it. I forgot to save it. Okay. It looks like it's building. I'm gonna change the camera to the camera in a second. Okay. Wow, so I truly don't know how to switch to the camera from this view.